Hello. Happy
Loving
Weddedness
sleep
Day.
lately.
I hope everyone is well. I'm great. I'm actually really good because and I'm going to preach a little. I hope everyone's well.
Yeah.
Hello, chat. Good to see you. Hello, 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 hello. I'm really good because listen, again, I don't give good advice, and you shouldn't model anything in your life off of me. That's like actually literally it's like finding a drunk performer on the side of the road being like, I should live like this because he's doing it. But here's some unasked for advice. Dude, chat, my room has been a disaster. It got so bad, I could have competed in one of those room challenges I do on stream where I give money. It got so bad that a new tier of empathy was unlocked for me because I was able to see myself in a way that I've only ever judged you for. I had the pathway where it was I could walk this area to my desk because that's the only pathway that it was. And yesterday I've caught a bug after I have my energy back after my getting sick. I feel better now, right? And I was like, I think being sick and looking at it, I was just like, oh, I want to clean. I want to clean so bad. And so yesterday, I'm not lying to you, by the way, it was a almost full time being awake day of cleaning, and I'm not done. I'm not even close to done, but I still want to keep going. My floor, look at this, ready? You can't see me. I'm standing, this shows you nothing, but I just want you to know, I'm currently standing in an area I couldn't stand. And I'm going to go over here now. This does nothing for you, but this is for me. I'm standing in another area I couldn't stand in before. My room's clean. Granted, there's still a lot of shit. I'm probably 80% done. There's so much shit I want to organize now. But I filled up, I shit you not, 4 trash bags. 4 trash bags full of shit. Not a lot. I don't do food waste. That's not my thing. I have a mental breakdown if there's food waste. Ignore this. This is from today. But genuinely, I don't do food waste, and ignore the food on the ground from before. But it's just like shit. Just like packages, Amazon package, spilled magic card. Like, here's where it all started. I had stacks of magic cards on my desk, of my own magic cards. And I hit my desk, and it goes, and then they fall on the floor. And you look at that pile, and you go, I'll deal with that later. And then it happens 2 times, and then 3 times, and then it just keeps, and then you go, and then it becomes overwhelming. See, I'm now empathizing with these people who live in shit. I guess the difference that makes me better than you fucking losers is I did something about it. But the reason, okay, I'm joking. But the reason why I'm even saying all this is, chat, I'm not this kind of guy who's gonna say something like this, but I am gonna say this. I'm not that kind of guy, but I enter my room now, and I'm not exaggerating. I enter my room, and I legitimately feel my brain doing something chemically positive. I walk into my room and see it clean, and I get hit with oh, it's weird. I know I sound like that guy who's mental health. Fuck all that. Grab a beer. But I showered, I washed my green screen suit, and I entered my room today, and I was like, oh, I want to be in here? It's not weird at all. It's weird probably coming from me, because if you're hearing it from me, you're doing bad. You know what I mean? You got to have someone in your life better. But I just want, someone is hearing it. It's nice though, and I'm not even done. I'm doing it to everywhere now. And I'm just stoked. It feels good, dude. You are right. My role model, you're fucked. You might kill yourself. I'm not lying. It's bad. Cleaning the suit is huge. It smells good. It fits. I'm looking at the floor. I will say, the floor watermelon. I don't know when was the last time I updated you. So if this is old news, I'm setting it up. Did your maids quit or something? They're literally vacuuming right now. I don't let my maids in here just out of shame. But now they could come in. I don't want them to come in though, because I don't want them to feel like, hey, you speak English sort of. Let me use you. I've already done that with a few, I got a couple editors. It's weird. Anyways, I'm sorry. I know they're watching. I'm joking. Anyway, okay. So what was I going to say? What was I going to say? Oh yeah, the floor watermelon. I don't know what I don't know what update I've given you, but the floor watermelon when I was cleaning it's in multiple pieces, and there's a smaller piece and a larger piece. The larger piece I kept, it's right there. Okay, the smaller piece, this is gonna sound like a joke. It's not. I hit it with I don't know if I did it on purpose or not, but I vacuumed over the area where the smaller piece was. I don't think I was thinking, right? But I vacuumed over the smaller piece, and it was maybe the size of like a quarter, maybe like between a quarter and a nickel. Does anyone have a coin denomination that's in between those? And I shit you not, when it entered the little handheld vacuum, it went, I heard the loudest bang and pop, and then the vacuum stopped. Okay, and then I freaked out. I'm like, oh my God, what? Gave it a second, then the vacuum came back on. So right? Here's what's left. This is, I don't even like tanneling it. This is what's left of the floor watermelon right now. Hold on. And I don't want to throw it away. I don't want to even fuck with it. It's funny, my floor right now is completely... My floor right now, even the camera doesn't want to focus. You know when you like film plutonium or whatever, and it's like, why is my camera itchy? I feel like the same thing's it will not focus on it. Nothing is even in focus. Dude, the camera will not focus on it. I'm not even lying. It's on my fingers, not the thing. I leave it on the floor. It's the only thing on the floor left. Everything else is... Dude, there was a corner of this room. I'm just being criminally honest. There was a corner of the room where there was a measurably... And when I say measurably, I could see the rise. Here is the carpet. Here is how far off the carpet there was a dust layer. That corner of the carpet, it was behind my computer, so I think a lot of dust gets sent that way too. I don't stand over there. The cords everywhere, right? Shit on the floor. And there was like this much dust, maybe like a millimeter, and the whole corner was perfectly gray. And I went over, I was like, oh, this part's like ruined. And I went over it with the vacuum, and it's now this beautiful like carpet color again. Anyway, I cleaned my room. It's really nice, really, really cathartic. And now walking in here, I feel mentally happy. It's really, really cool. I enjoy it a lot. And here, wait, this is so funny. So there was a post that I woke up to today. It's top of the sub, and I'm going to read it to you. We have found, and God bless this person, we have found what might be the most autistic person in this community. And God bless him. I do not say that insultingly. I say that as scientifically identifiable. Do you know what I'm saying? I say that as someone literally, you know that book, like it's an old book and it says identifying wood, and it's a guy looking at a piece of wood. That's how I feel with this. Now, I'm going to read this to you. First thing I did is I showed this to Booty. Above all, because I'm like, Booty, this is the funniest thing. And Booty was like dying. I'm going to read this to you. Okay, it's already being posted. So here we go. Please do not go through this person's post history or anything. We're not here to harass. However, if you look at this guy's comments, this is the most sincere human being. There is not a shred of irony. He has been in the thread almost all day, which is a little alarming. He has been in the thread almost all day trying to talk to an autistic person's worst nightmare, which is this chat. Because this chat is even gaslighting me, and I'm pretty tuned in, and it's also my life. And these people you guys are running circles around this guy who's already probably easily manipulated. Okay, with that being said, keep in mind, this is an extremely earnest post, and I say that with my whole chest. I know it is. Question to the subreddit. Are Wubby and Booty in a relationship? I'm relatively new to Wubby streams, so maybe this is already well known. I was watching Wubby play Schedule 1 with Booty, and they seem really cute together, like they were flirting and stuff. I don't see this same chemistry with like the Ham guy he plays with, the Carry the Glass game, or that Alex girl in the Split Fiction game. I don't know if like he's keeping it private, but he seems pretty transparent with how much money he makes. I'm really sorry if this is on the DL, so feel free to delete the post, but like if you don't want it to be super public, I don't mean any offense at all. I'm super supportive of them. First off, Alex and Ham, mad strays. Mad strays. Alex said, I told you to stop being so obvious. First, okay, I have so many things to say about this. The first thing I want to say is it's hilarious. The second thing I want to say is it's also like, in a gross way, super flattering. I'm like, Booty, we get along so well, they're shipping us. But also, it's kind of weird. The third thing I want to say is I have a message to chatters, and it's actually good for all aspects of your life. Here we go. If you have to ask yourself this question he put at the end, the answer is in the question. Feel free to delete this post. I don't mean to be offensive. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be on the DL. Hey, if you have to ask that, I have a super simple, the answer is in the question. You don't post it. If you're sitting there going, I don't know, then don't ask, right? That being said, I replied and pinned my comment. I said just yes, period. But then I'm like, I kept reading and I'm like, this guy is so, everyone is fucking with him and he's just eating it up. So then I put an edit. This post is how my parents found out I was gay, and I really wish you didn't take that away from me. Oh no. And he replied, he said, the yes was so definitive, but now I can't tell if you're memeing. This poor guy. I go back and forth, right? I go back and forth. Do I feel bad for him? Yes. Do I also think that maybe my content might not work with somebody like this? I do fear that a little bit. We get really meta with the jokes and there's so much tongue in cheek. And I feel like only people who are kind of on the same level as me and like the homies get it and laugh and have fun. And I fear that some people, obviously, we have a wide reach. We have a wide reach. And I do worry that a lot of the more outside people will watch this and be like, it's the same. This is from the same vein as like, is Wubby racist because he said that thing? You know what I mean? Who is that naive? This beautiful, wonderful chatter. It's very funny though. And everyone has been spamming it. It's new Copypasta drop, dude. New Copypasta drop, dude. Booty, Booty, this is kind of cute, Booty, but we might be having too much fun when we play on the stream together. We might be having a little too much fun. And I'm thinking about the fucking because we've been playing Schedule 1 on Kick, and I'm thinking about it now, and I'm thinking about running through the VOD of Booty and I playing, and there is someone. Booty just said, "Hey, baby, we could be ourselves," and someone is sitting there going, "Oh, they're so cute. Oh, they're so cute together. Oh my god." And it's like, I don't want to outright deny it because it's really funny. You can't hide from. I know this is all posted. Who cares? I'm not saying I'm straight. You fucking pervert. But yeah, it's funny. Booty, of course, Booty and I are. Why wouldn't we be? He's talented. He's handsome. He makes me laugh. And you know what? More importantly, he makes me feel heard. I want to show you guys something I did last Christmas. I gave you my heart, and I can't believe this. The very next day, wouldn't you know it, you gave it away. But this year, last Christmas, my dad got me a Lego. He got me a big Lego set, and it was the Avengers Tower. And I'll be real, I am not the biggest Marvel fan. In fact, I don't like Marvel movies like at all. I haven't even seen the second Infinity War movie, or what is it, Endgame? I've never seen the conclusion. Spider-Man is still dead in my eyes, and I think by not seeing it, I keep him that way. Spider-Man is not dead. Spider-Man is dead. I like the Spider-Man movies with Tommy. I remember I tried to watch one of the Captain America movies when it came out. I tried to watch the one with Winter Soldier, and they like fought Iron Man, and I didn't like it at all. Listen, I'm not going to argue about Marvel being good or bad. I don't care. Okay? And you shouldn't either. If you like it, enjoy it. But anyway, my dad got me a $500 Marvel Avengers Tower Lego set, and I never built it. But then, God works in mysterious ways, and Marvel Rivals has come out, and now I can say I love it. I love the superheroes. I'm into it. No, I don't like the movies at all. I love the way the characters look. yada yada. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna build this fucking Lego tower. And I did it, and I took a picture, and I want to show you if you want to see the picture. Look at this. It's also fucking massive. This thing is huge. Look at it. Look at it. I lost his wings, so who cares about him? But we have this guy. I think this is Black Iron Man. We have Hawkeye here. We have, and I also lost the cords. I have to get those two, but that's fine. Who cares about that? I have, look at this. Bald, what's his name? Doctor Who, because I lost his hair. Iron Man getting caught in his suit. Look at this. We have Galactic, the thing. Black Iron Man again. Loki, another guy. Look at this. Hulk hanging from a window. Yeah, Black Iron Man. And look at this. We have a girl with a thing. And a guy. Thor. Look at this. He's throwing his hammer trying to save Hulk. Even though I think Hulk's doing okay. This is so cool. This thing was fun to build. And I just wanted to show you, okay? I was so excited about it. It's very fun. I love building Legos. This is not an accurate scale. Brother, it is a fucking Lego. I gotta slap you. I'm gonna give you a Lego review for those looking to maybe purchase this Lego set for your own. I'm gonna rate this Lego a 7.5 out of 10. Let me tell you what I liked and what I didn't like about it. Here's what I liked. If you like Marvel, and if you've seen the Avengers universe movies, you're going to get a lot out of this. There is so much inside this tower that I'm not showing you here that are clearly references that I did not understand. There's so many hidden things that no one will ever see because you literally just build over them. That's going to be very cool for you if you're a big Marvel fan. Also, one thing I like a lot is this has so many minifigures that came with it. I think that's very cool. I like when they give you a shitload of minifigures. They're all very dynamic. When I saw Hulk, it was the funniest thing to me. I'm like, what the fuck is this? But I loved it. All the dynamic poses are very cool. The way they interact with the structure is very cool. However, why does it not get a higher rating? My main issue with it is that at the end of the day, most of the time building this, you are just putting windows on a tower. And it did get there was a certain point I'm like there's not. You're putting a lot of little glass, or I guess plastic made it look like glass, little pieces stacked. Like, I built Baradur as well, and there's so much dynamic weirdness to it that you get to have more fun with it. At the end of the day, this is a skyscraper, and I think they had to compensate with all these little guys because you're just building a skyscraper. But 7.5 out of 10, I really liked it. It was cool. There's an interior, full interior, multi-storied. Like there's a lobby here. There's a Iron Man thing. There's an Iron Man in there. You can't see it. This piece right here, this whole piece that I'm doing with my mouse, this just comes off, and then you can see the interior. Captain America. Now, somebody tell me what the lore is here, because I don't actually know. There's a Captain America on the second floor, and the set had me put Captain America face down, and then another Captain America standing behind him. Now, I don't know what that could have meant. Maybe he's racist. I don't know. I don't know what it meant. America's ass. What? Endgame. Oh, God, Peanut's saying the real thing, but it's going too fast. Fuck. Endgame timeline shit. He beats himself up. See, that's what I mean. People will really appreciate that shit in here. I didn't get any of it, like, and not in like a haha, I'm cool way. I was like, oh, I don't get it, but it was still really cool. It's cool, and also I wanted to make my dad happy because he did buy this for me, and I think building it made him pretty happy. It is. I fucking love Lego. It's fun as fuck. It's so cool. How long does it take to build? Not very long. I don't know, 10 hours, 10, 12 hours. I don't know. I actually don't know. But yeah, I mean, I built the whole thing and haven't even seen these movies, but I think Marvel Rivals kind of carried it. I was like, oh shit, I know her ult. Oh, this is it. Yes, dude, this is what I built. Mr. Rogers. Oh, this is it. This is the thing I built. Chat, look, this is what I built. I put him like this.
Mr. Rogers, I almost forgot that suit did nothing for your ass.
No one asked you to look, Tony.
It's ridiculous.
I think you look great, Cap. As far as I'm concerned.
Oh, there's another thing. They give you an Ant-Man minifig. He's like this fucking big. Bro, he's so stupid. He's like this big. I was losing my mind. I feel like I could inhale him accidentally. I know. Show it. You want me to go find it? He's in the building somewhere.
Concerned, that's America's ass.
Yeah, this is what they had me. I didn't understand it at all, but they're like, take one of the captains and lay him on the ground and attach him like this. And then I was like, what the like, when did this happen?
That is America's ass.
What are these dude, I gotta be real. As someone not in, I'm as out as you could be. What the fuck is happening in these movies? I didn't even know they cussed. What? I thought that was a Twitter meme, bro. What? It got corny. I'm not criticizing it. Well, you know, I don't deny that like Infinity War was a cultural thing, but the preamble, the homework to be able to watch it and get that appreciation, unfortunately, this is my opinion now, unfortunately, I did not like the movies that are required to appreciate this big spectacle. Really, I tried. Every one I got shown, I was like, I am not having fun. I did see Infinity War, and I thought it was an action movie. It was an action movie, right? I never saw Endgame. Is that the second one? Fell off after Iron Man 2. The first couple Iron Man movies I saw as a kid, and those are just great movies. But I think that was also kind of before we were in this, like, all right, we need this movie so this person can have their backstory for this big fight. You didn't see all the MCU to get something on Infinity War and Endgame. And that's it. I did see Infinity War, and I remember being like, okay. But I also remember seeing people on Twitter and in real life having meltdowns over how this is cinematic, the most amazing thing in cinematic history. And I'm like, well, I didn't get that. I feel like I didn't get that because I didn't see, 14 Black Widow movies leading up to it, which I'm not criticizing. I'm just saying that's probably why I didn't give a shit about like 80% of what was happening. I'm like, okay, cool fight. You know what it is? It gives me One Piece vibes. I'm not talking about One Piece, don't worry. In that, like, I guarantee if a genie could inject my brain with all of the context and all of the lore and all of the movies, and then I sat down and watched it, I would love it. I guarantee it. The problem is that genie is about 24 hours of movies that are kind of mid. That's the real life genie there for me. So you know what I mean? Weren't you just quoting Black Panther last stream? The power of the Black Panther! I've never seen it. All right, let me tell you this bathroom story. I was in, Akihabara. I was in the Light City, if you will. I think we had an 8-day trip. It took me 5 days to shit. I don't know what was happening. First, I chalked it up to, the food here is so much better that my body's adjusting. And here's what's crazy about it, too. Here's what's fucking insane. Here's where I started to get a little worried. I didn't have to poo, really. Like, normally after a couple days, it's like, out of nowhere, I'm going to get hit with it. And I'm not going to make it. I either don't shit or can't stop. So let me get to that. So then around the 4th or 5th day, yes, days, chat. I finally was like, ooh, I got to poo. So I let some out at the Airbnb we were staying at. And then it's like, all right, we're all going to go out. We go to Akihabara. And very stupid of me thinking I took, like, I had a big shit. I'm good. I can go out now. Very stupid. I should have known that 5th day was a wash, and I should have stayed home the entire time. Bro, you didn't shit till the Airbnb? Ham knows now the timeline because we stayed in the Airbnb like the second half of the trip. Bro, listen, it's not even that I didn't shit. It's that I really didn't even have to. A couple times I was like, and I would sit down and I would poop like a deer, like little like Orbeez in a tub, just like, I don't even have to poo. I get worried day 2. I just had to lock in. Can I finish? So I'm at an Akihabara and I get the feeling, I'm like, ooh, I gotta find a toilet. Like, this is about to be a bad situation. I don't want to be the white tourist on vacation who shits in a planter. And they're like, there's the gaijin. There he is, the white devil. So I go straight into the first building, which is a 7-story anime figure building. And I find the first bathroom. And this is why I need to draw you a photo, because I have one of the worst experiences. Okay, so here's you should see my screen. All right, and this is, okay, so it's going to get detailed. This is the hallway. Okay, now keep in mind, Japan has some of the smallest everything I've ever seen. The smallest humans there was one little person. I saw one little person my whole trip. Weird. Not them, but it was weird how few they were. And only like 7 black people. That averages less than 1 black person a day. I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know what, I don't understand it. I don't get it. Kenroy said amen. Wait, hell, why'd you say amen? Hold on. Kenroy's black. Don't let this get clipped. Kenroy's a black person. But that sounded racist. You know, Kenroy's a black person. Draw me this amazing photo. I got you. Just give me, hold on. The point I was going to make here is everything's small there, including like this hallway in particular. Like, you have to understand, I can fit in it, but I'm a little like this. Him is big, and he would have struggled in this hallway. So this little thin hallway, door here, okay? Wait, how do they do it in graphic design? This door, oh, swing open. Like the, you like that? Huh? Okay, this opens into a bathroom. All right? Yeah, you like that? Now you understand. Okay, right? Sweet. Okay, and then in this bathroom, here we go. You ready? So this is the stall. You're already noticing something here. This is the stall where you go poopy. How do I draw poop? That just looks like a toilet. I was trying to draw poop, and that looks like a toilet, or that looks like the fast boots in Terraria. Okay, this right here is the urinal for pee. How do you draw pee? This is so overly detailed. Okay, this is the urinal for peeing. Looks like the Eye of Sauron. Do you need to rewatch the movie? This is the sink. And very important, you might be looking at this and going, oh, this is a single bathroom, meaning this door locks, right? You would assume this door locks. Incorrect. Incorrect. This door does not lock. Only thing that locks is this. So there's an implication that we all pile in here. So I go in, and I'm about to shit my pants. And anyone else who has like IBS or issues with pooping, you know that the closer you get to the bathroom, the more dire it becomes. Whereas like, if I'm far from the bathroom, I'm like, I can make it. As I'm approaching the bathroom door, it's like, that scene from White Chicks. Move, bitch. I'm ready to kill someone. It's bad. Your body knows, and you know, and it's bad. So I get here, and as I open the door, I hear, oh, excuse me. I'm like, oh, God, no. So there is a white American man here, standing, all right, with his penis. There is a Japanese man peeing here, and this is locked. So I cram in here, and now I want you guys to know, at this point now, we are all locked in here. And what do I mean by that? How do we get out? We have to, like, it's so crammed in here. So I'm like, I kind of do the thing, I look at the stall, and he goes, yeah, someone's in there, and I'm in line. And I'm like, oh. And it starts to get to that point where I'm thinking, how much money can I offer this man to give up his spot to let me shit first? And then I go, no, maybe he might be in the same position as me, and he might, you know what I mean? And then I'm going, how, like, once he enters the stall, should I, this is crazy, but I need you to know where I was at. Once he goes in, should I just barricade the door and shit in the urinal? That's where, I'm telling you, chat, that's where I was at, dude. I'm telling you, that's where I was at. That's how bad it got. Hear me out. I'm gonna explode. I mean, listen, here's the thing, right? I pooped in public where it's like, oh, I should go. And I pooped in public where it's a, move, bitch. If a clean-looking, non-homeless person came up to me and said, hey, I'm about to shit my fucking pants. Can I please cut in front of you? If I was not in his position, I would look at him with, like, empathy, and I'd go, you know what, man? Go on in there. Take care of it. I understand where you're at, right? But if you know, not homeless, because you know you're gonna go back in there and the seat's just gonna be covered in blood, you know, because homeless people just bleed, and I feel like that's fair. I don't want to poop on the same toilet a homeless person just pooped on. 15 minutes for the AIDS to die. Let's go. Oh, Wubby, ooh, okay, bro, then you go do it. Sumasen, I took an Imodium on the Planu 5 days ago, and if you don't take 10,000 yen for your spot line, I'm gonna barricade you in the stall and shit in a urinal. Hold on, motherfucker. I was not gonna barricade the stall. I was gonna block the door so nobody would walk in on me shitting in a urinal. Anyway, dude, Japanese man exits this, okay? And this is where the most, within like 20 seconds, Japanese man exits here. And now we are about to have a hilarious dance. So, the door is closed. There's this is so not drawn to scale, but there's a little corner right here where the door and everything works. And I just turn tail and go to that. We all start past each. I'm not in the cut corner, I'll have you know. But we're all. Everyone's trying to make it work. And anytime anyone needs to move, it's just. Right? It's your own personal saw trap. But this is what I mean by Japan's small. And this does happen. What does that sound? We do not have gay Japanese sex, I'll have you know. He left shortly after. He wasn't there for very long. So now this guy's taking care of washing hands. We got him in the bathroom. And this guy eventually heads out. Look at that. Look at this. Also, this is beautiful too. Here's the difference between men and women. Check this out. Women's bathroom right here, right? This is the ladies' bathroom. God knows what happens in here. I imagine it's something like this. Hold on. Ladies, is this correct? Is this what a women's bathroom looks like? I've never really been in one. Something like this, right? I've seen videos. Here's what's funny. This should have been a sign. And this should have been my but no, I guess men are dumb. I don't know. Because women literally lined up. A bunch of ladies right here were lined up outside their bathroom like this. Men, no, not a single. I'm like, oh, the bathroom's clear. Late. I went, huh. Classic women. Classic line at the women's restroom. Stupid women. I walk into the men's bathroom and it's fucking shoulder to shoulder. I have to shit. Where do I stand? If only there was a hallway. Sumasen. Eventually, I did make it in. And I'll also have you know, I wish I would have got his name. Shouts out to this white guy. Because going into the bathroom after a man like that is a terrifying prop. Like, it is just, you just like, please, I hope you didn't just blow up on, you know what I mean? He took care of his business. I know. Here's what I feel bad for him. I know he knows that I listen to every single note of his asshole symphony. He knows that I know because he knows I was in line. We both know each other. We know everything, right? We're trauma welded from this. He know I was standing right there. He knows I was waiting. And I just didn't, I just turned up TikTok on my phone. I turned it up. I was like, dude, like, bro, it's okay. Just hurry up. I don't care. Just shit and go. Why did you draw the women with rice hats? That's not what that is. That's not what that is. That's hair. This is their rice hat. Thank you very much. It has a little bow on it. By the way, mission successful. I made it. It was very scary. It got dicey. It was the only dicey part of the whole trip when it comes to poo-poo. I can't stand the warm seat after someone. I agree with that. The difference is in Japan, they have almost every toilet has like a nice bidet system. And depending on where you are, that bidet system comes with a seat heater. So almost every seat I sat on that whole trip was warm to begin with. So I kind of just got in my head. I'm like, yeah, it's the electric seat warmer and not that random white man's poopy asshole. It's still gross. I really like the warm seat when it's like in the hotel and nobody else has sat on it. And I'm like, ooh, this is just nice. But one thing that I discovered on this toilet, because it was such a crowded space and because I heard people coming and going while I was pooping, there are all these buttons. And I took out my phone and I Google translated on the wall of almost every Japanese toilet. There is a panel. Okay, this is actual size. If for reference here, this is actual size. Here, I'm gonna put up a coin and I'll draw the coin and then you guys can hold up a coin to your TV and then you guys can make it actual size. I don't have a coin. Who the fuck carries change? Here we go. I'm gonna put the bottom of a can. Okay, so now you guys, if you have a can at home, you can measure this and we can do an actual size. I Google translated this panel because they're always in every bathroom. It's how you flush. There's like buttons up here that say like light flush, heavy flush, like less water. And then there's a million bidet buttons, right? And there was one of them, if I recall correctly, right, that had a little, like, I think this is what, like a little speaker. That's like Wi-Fi, but you get the point. Maybe it had like one of these. So I'm sitting there and I fucking press this one. Half of them I'm scared of because like you press the wrong one and you're like Poseidon actually kissing your asshole. But I pressed the one with the sound. Dude, it play through like the shittiest PVC pipe speaker. It starts playing fake flushing noises. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, in what world are you faking that you flushed? When I say it wasn't even close, it was like low quality, like the speaker from an old shitty like iPod, whatever you would just so you can shit loudly. Here's the beauty of it, brother. It is nowhere near loud enough to cover any. Let me see if I can give you paint an image here. Toilet flushing sound effect. I would need to like lower the quality on YouTube to as low as I can go. Hold on. Here's toilet flushing in high quality. Should I type in low quality? It's rude to not use that. How is it rude? Bro, it was so obvious. If I press that, you'd be like, that man's trying to hide the sound of his diarrhea. Okay, I lowered it to 144. Let's hear it. Even that's too high quality, man. I'm telling you. Okay, chat, here's what I want you to do. Pull up this YouTube video on your phone and then blow out the speaker, but then lower the volume. That's what it sounded like. That's a good if it sounded like that, there would be a Japanese man in there going, that man just flushed the toilet. That white American, that toilet just flushed, and I'm convinced of it. He's not covering up his farts. It's not meant to trick you. It's meant to mask it a little bit. I'll be real, bro. Now that I know that and I've heard it, the only thing I'm going to think of if I hear that fake little toilet noise is someone's blowing it up in there. Someone's absolutely shitty diarrhea farting. I'd be so pissed if I was waiting to use the toilet outside and every time I heard a flush, I thought someone was done. Yeah, they also had a music one, by the way. It plays like tunes. Is this Wubby Plop?
But I just wanted to show you what it's like in any of my rooms that don't have windows right now. Yeah.
Wow, that is a crazy sound. That shit like flies out of me. That poo sounds like it was on a fishing line and somebody pulled. That's crazy. You know what's weird? I bet there's somebody who likes that kind of shit and it turns them on. And I bet that clip, every time I play it, I bet it does something for them. There's at least one of you in this chat right now who's like, I know it. I know it. Go ahead, speak up. Speak up. That's that one blind guy. I remember him. But I know there's somebody in this chat who's like, me? Is it really you? CM Home? Are you that guy? I have a story for you. And I'm going to be honest with you. This is a situation where I am still sensitive about it. I don't want to know if I was the asshole because unless I'm not. If I'm the asshole, let me sit on it for a week before, you know what I mean? Before you tell me. Okay? So just let your audience, I mean, you're the asshole. Just let me, okay. I don't think I am, but I don't think I'm ready to accept if I was, but I don't think I am. So I've been seeing all the Minecraft McDonald's meal memes. And what I really like about what they did this time is they made it, there's two different McDonald's meals for Minecraft. There is the kids meal, but then they literally marketed it and are describing it as like the adult meal. They're separate. Everything is separate. The toys are separate. Everything's so I'm like, okay, cool. And it's become a meme on TikTok where it's like everybody's going to get it. It's fun. I missed the Grimace Shake, which I want you to know has fucking haunted me. I pulled into McDonald's when the Grimace Shake was out, and there was a big electronic sign. Like, you know how McDonald's has electronic menus now in the drive-thru? And there was a running ad that was like, try the Grimace Shake. And like Grimace shows up and his cock's out and he's like, yeah, right? So I pull up and I'm like, hi, I just want to have the Grimace Shake. And he goes, oh, we stopped selling that 2 days ago. And I'm like, that's crazy because you're still I'm staring at it right now and this is digital. You could just hit pause. Anyway, I've been holding that against him for a while. So it was a blueberry milkshake. Don't describe it. Let me taste it. So I go to McDonald's last night and I wait. The drive-through line is long. That's okay. I'm here, you know, and I'm picking up food, not just for me, mind you. Okay. Not just for me. There's a whole household worth of food at this point. That being said, I wanted a toy. I'm going to be brave, and I'm not the only one who wanted a toy. Okay? But I will put this on me. I wanted a toy. And I think that's why a lot of people are going, I wanted the fucking adult Happy Meal toy. It's marketed to adults. I'm allowed to do that. All right? Fair, my wife does it all the time. Well, she sounds like a fucking child. But when I do it, so I get in line, wait till my time to order, and I go, hey, yep, we're looking to get 4 of the adult Happy Meals, the 4 of the adult Minecraft movie meals. And he goes, oh, we're completely sold out. And I was like, what? I'm like, oh, and I'm not mad at him. I'm just like, man, I waited in this whole fucking line just to get told they're sold out. And he's like, yeah, man, sorry, they sold out. I'm like, all right, thank you. And I just drove off. So I pull over, I pull out my phone, and I'm like, okay, next closest McDonald's. Cool, 15 minutes away. As I'm driving there, I hands-free, I'm giving way too much detail into this. I call to see, before I even show up, I want to give them the best chance of them having it, so I don't have to show up and be mad again, right? So I just drive away, and I call, and as I'm calling, I have this realization, calling McDonald's might be the most, like, brain-dead thing you could possibly do. Has anyone ever in their entire life gotten through to a McDonald's? And it's to a point where I'm like, I've also never even heard a phone ring in a McDonald's. I really do wonder if they just, like, I feel like that day one management enters a brand new set of McDonald's and they walk in with bats and just fucking crush that thing. I've never spoken to a human at McDonald's over the phone. Do they have phones? I don't know. Maybe 15 years ago they did, right? I call, it rings indefinitely. The first call, actually, so I heard a pickup and a breath and then an instant hang up. And I'm like, okay, they're playing games. So I call back, it rings indefinitely. I'm like, okay, fine. So I show up, another massive line. I'm like, yeah, everybody wants the fucking Minecraft meal. That's fine. It's not a big deal. I wait in the line and I get up to the ordering window and there's everything being advertised. And I'm like, hey, before I order, do you guys have any of the Minecraft meals? Not the kids meal, like the adult meal. And she's like, yeah, we have them. And I'm like, oh my God. I was fully expecting a Grimace Shake situation, right? So I'm like, okay, I'll take 4. I want 4. We'll do 2 chicken nugget meals and 2 Big Mac meals. All right, sounds good. And you know what? I want extra nether sauce because they got this new nether sauce. I want ranch. Let's get barbecue. I'm getting everything prepared, right? I go up to the window after, again, I want you to, this is important because you're not going to feel it, but pretend you're in the car with me. This whole ordeal, I'm probably in already about an hour. I'm in about an hour. So that matters. It does matter. Okay, it does. I pull up to the window. Guy leans out, and here's where the story begins. You needed all that context, okay? No toy. Here we go. He goes, hey, man, you got the 4 meals, right? I'm like, yep, 4 meals. And the extra, and cookies, and extra sauce. He's like, yep, so give me 1 second. Goes back in. We're just waiting, okay? And, I mean, I got a line of fucking people behind me. I'm getting a little like, okay, this is taking a while. That's okay. It's not my fault. Comes back out and goes, hey, just so you know, we only have 1 toy. And his manager's back there. She's like, I'm looking. He's like, yeah, we got 1 toy left. Keep in mind, he says we have 1 toy. And I'm like, okay. Well, can we just then, I'm like, can you work with me? I'm like, I guess we'll just take the 1 toy. But can you work with me on the price then? Can you? No, I didn't say it like that. I was like, is there any deal you can give me then since, you're not going to have the reason that I came here tonight? And he's like, yeah, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Keep in mind, I have no problem bartering with McDonald's. And if anybody wants to defend McDonald's, I want you to go and stand up and look at yourself in the mirror when you do it. I waited in this line. This is the second McDonald's I've been to, right? That I asked before I ordered. I get up to the window and they go, we only have 1 toy. I'm like, that's okay. I'm willing to pay for everything, right? Is there a deal you can give me? Because it's the whole reason I came tonight, right? And by the way, he was not offended. He went, yeah, let me go ask my manager. He comes back and he goes, yeah, manager said is giving you 2 options. You can either cancel the order or you can come back on Tuesday. Oh, I was here Saturday, by the way. You can come back on Tuesday. That's when we're getting our next shipment. And I was like, immediately, now I'm like really pissed off. multi-billion-dollar company, the solutions they gave me is walk brokey or come back Tuesday. Keep in mind, you know what I would have been happy with? Yeah, man, we'll throw in some cookies. Yeah, man, well, you know what? We'll take one of the meals off for you. That's it. That's it. You wouldn't have heard this story. I wouldn't have bitched. That's it. It's literally like not even a fraction of a write-off for it's simply just we fucked up. We ran out after we sold something to you. Let me make it right. It's how I handle business. It's how I do. Okay, do not berate the minimum wage worker. Mods, ban him. Where in this story has a beratement of a minimum wage worker started? Okay, you can say that in a couple minutes. No, there was no beratement happening. So I said, I'm gonna be honest, like, that doesn't work for me. Can I talk to the manager? And he's like, yeah, no problem. Manager comes up and she's like, hey, so I'm not sure what you want me to do. And I'm like, and so I ask, is the food already made? And she's like, yeah, it's already made. And I'm like, so if I cancel, is it just gonna sit there then? Like what, like you'd rather throw the food away at this? I was very confused. I'm like, so it's just sitting there then? I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, but I mean, these are your options. And I'm like, okay, so then here's what I want to do. We'll just take one Big Mac meal with the one toy, and we'll take one of the nugget meals. We'll just take those two. That's fine. We don't need the other two meals. It's fine. She's like, okay, that's fine. No problem. I'm like, this is just the best. At least we'll get food, whatever, right? So, boof the toy. By the way, where's the fucking toy? It's the one fucking toy I didn't even fucking want! And now nobody gets toys! Alright, so, hold on. So then, she starts to hand me drinks, okay? Here's where it starts to get confusing. And here's where I almost blew my fucking lid. She hands me 3 drinks. Pause. Remember what we've ordered at this point. It was 4 meals at one point that all come with drinks and fries, okay? And I canceled 2 of them. She hands me 3 drinks. I'm a little confused. I'm not sure what's happening, but I'm like, okay, so I take the 3 drinks in a little holder. All right, everything's getting situated. And then the guy comes back and he's like, hey man, like, sorry about that. Here's your food. He hands me the meal, the Minecraft meal with the toy. And then he hands me a single bag with nuggets in it. And I'm like, hey, also we need the fry with the nugget meal that comes with the meal. And he goes, you didn't get that, we only had 1 meal left. And I was like, no, I know you only had 1 toy left, which is what I was told, but we kept 2 of the meals on there, so I just need the fry. And he goes, yeah, you didn't pay for the fry. So he's like, let me see if I can get you one. I went, hold on. I'm like, what does your screen say I ordered? And he's like, you ordered a Minecraft meal, a nugget, and a drink. And I went, okay, so I went, hold on one second. I was like, dude, just to prove to you that, like, I'm not full of shit. I was like, look, I have 3 drinks in my car. And he goes, you have 3 drinks in your car? I'm like, yeah, I was just handed 3 drinks. And he's like, okay, you shouldn't have been handed 3 drinks. I don't know what's happening. And then this is where I was like, keep it together. This is not going to be a viral moment. He goes, okay, hand me the drinks back and let's start this over. And I'm staring at him in disbelief. And I go, I'm not going to hand you the drinks back. And he goes, give me 1 second. Walks away. I'm telling you, you guys want to comment? I was sitting there and I'm like, I know how this works, first of all. I've touched the drinks. Those are just getting drained or you've broken like, what do you mean? Hand you the drinks back? I'm telling you right now, a younger me would have went ballistic, but I just stared at him. Literally, I'm in the drive-thru, you're the guy. He's like, okay, so hand me the drinks back. You weren't supposed to get those. I turn to him and I go, I'm not handing you the drinks back. Like, what? I was in disbelief. I could not believe. Not only is it not happening, it is you're just wanting to be wasteful at this point? Hand me the drinks back so I can put them into the drain and start you from the top. And actually overreacting, them or me? I kept it cool. I flashed my firearm too. that I illegally carry in my left breast pocket everywhere I go. And again, all of this, by the way, all of this, while I'm like, dude, it's McDonald's. They like this building could burn to the ground tomorrow, and it probably wouldn't even be it wouldn't even affect their bottom line by, you know what I mean? Like, it's like just so you gave me drinks incorrectly or something? Oh well, bro, you're already fucking me at this point, right? Brother, how can they mess this up for dude? Again, the crazy thing too is the manager is the one who handed me the drinks. That's what's so, like, what was she doing? Okay, so now I'm realizing when I asked for 2 of the meals, it's okay that there's only 1 toy, I'll take 2 meals. The manager took that as, cool, I'll cancel everything, give you 1 meal and a chicken nugget. What? Like, hello? Like, hello? Okay, so then he comes back and he's like, okay, you won't give me the drinks back. Yeah, I guess that's fine. So what is it like you want to do at this point? And I'm like, I ordered a fry and I would like the fry. He goes, okay, I'm just going to grab you a fry that's here. He walks away, grabs what I assume is somebody else's fry, puts it in the bag, and he goes, hey man, like, sorry about this whole situation. And I'm like, this was that moment. This is how the story ends, by the way. Nothing else crazy happens, but this is that moment where I wanted to be like, yeah, like, you know, I hope you eat shit. Like, what do you mean? Here's your fucking drinks. Here's your all 3 of them, you little bitch. That's what I wanted to do. I'm telling you what in my head I wanted to do is I wanted to, one by one, just straight up Trevor Hoffman, it's Trevor time, fastball all 3 of those drinks back at his face. But I hit him with a, hey, YouTube, and I drove away. Let me get this out of the way. Not once was I rude to this poor man, right? But there was a moment of sheer disbelief that he's like, can you hand me the drinks back then? Like, no, asshole. What are you talking about, bro? Did you buy his job? I'll be honest with you, I did. He was chill with me. So I never gave him anything, but just like, I think the worst I gave him was like, dude, I'm over this. You know what I mean? Keep in mind also, I'm cutting out. This whole exchange probably took about 15 minutes because every time he closed the window to go talk to someone, he was just gone. I think it was his manager who was being a real, like, boot-licking tight ass about the whole thing. And he didn't know what to do. And I'm sure she told him, yeah, get the drinks back. And I'm like, come get them. Like, what do you mean? How about we just pour them out on the sidewalk right now if that's what we're going to do? Like 6 homeless people have walked past me. How about we hand it to them? Anything but giving it back to you, conglomerate. Like, what do you mean, bro? What do you mean? From my cold, dead hands! And I drove through and I killed everyone in the building. Not the asshole. They would have tried to give that drink to somebody else. Okay, that's evil. You can't, bro, when the food touches another human, the food is either trash or food for them. There is no, like, what do you mean, bro? They would have just dumped it, which is like, it's like they would, instead of me just being like, I'm telling you guys, I'm so easy with like, just give me a cookie. I'm a big, fat, happy camper. If they would have been like, hey, this is annoying. I get it. Shit happens. Here's 3 cookies. This costs this company nothing. We're allowed to give these out. Have a nice night, brother. I would have been like, thank you so much. I know it's not your fault. Give me the drinks back then. No. Is this a shootout? Are we? What's going to happen here, man? Are you going back on Tuesday to get the meals again? I'm not. I'm pissed. I'm not. Not the asshole. So many opportunities for them to remedy the situation in a lot of ways. That's how I always feel about it, right? Like, the more your business is super massive, right? Amazon, McDonald's, these just like powerhouse, like evil, big corporations. It is in their best interest to just go, who cares? Make it right. That's why Amazon, like, that's why so much of this shit with Amazon, you can return shit and they won't even ask questions because it's not only is it good for business, right, in terms of customer relations, but it's actually cheaper and easier to hand a fat guy in a car, an irritable fat guy in a car, 3 cookies You know what I mean? And I don't want handouts, bro. You sold me shit you didn't have. And then when we tried to remedy, you gave me the wrong shit. And then you asked for it back. I think that McDonald's is top 5, like they fuck up your orders more than anyone else. Whenever I get fast food with like McDonald's with anyone, I will always tell them like, hey, I would not even bother asking for no ketchup. It's probably not gonna happen. Just get a plastic knife and a napkin ready. McDonald's just sucks too. It's the more expensive than In-N-Out. That's the thing. I have a special place in my heart for the taste of McDonald's, but I agree. Like that's part of the reason I was so frustrated too. I only went because I was like, oh, it's the Minecraft. It's got a cute box. It's fun. I just wanted to experience it. And the biggest thing I wanted to do, more than even the toy, I wanted to try the new sauce, and I'm glad I did because I loved it. The new Nether sauce is good. I liked it a lot, actually. Is McDonald's too expensive? Yeah. I wouldn't even call it like cheap food anymore. You got to go to McDonald's because you like the taste. You know, when I used to work at a grocery store, dude, McDonald's was like my saving grace. $5, I could get a spicy McChicken, a large drink for 99 cents, and a cookie every day for lunch, bro. And what's crazy is I don't know how show toy. I don't know. It's literally dog shit. I don't know why I got fat, but I used to every day, McDonald's, hot and spicy McChicken, 99-cent large drink, cookie, under $5. I think even $5 could be a couple days worth. Now you're out of your mind. $5, that's wild. Yeah, dude, this was back in the 80s. Yesterday, chat.
45
I
months,
went
holy shit.
to.
Wubby 7.
Ready for this? Yesterday, I took a
Wubby
cheeky
II.
little secret trip to Disneyland. All right. And I met a few of you there just by happenstance. And one of the people I met let me know, and this is how you know it's bad, right? You run into me. What are you waiting to, like, oh, Wubby, here's what I've been waiting to say. I ran into someone, and the only thing they felt important to tell me was that me playing games is boring. Which I feel like there's nicer ways to say that, you know? I'm seeing people go, that's actually so based, fake fit, so wrong. Oh, please, chat, please tell me, yes, tell me how talented, please. Give us this guy's name. I didn't ask for the photo of his ID like I normally do. I didn't. Playing games is the best content. I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Please stop being one. Never stop being one guy. You know it's different when someone's standing face to face with you. You could all call me fat, but imagine if we were all in a room and you called me fat. You cannot deny it's at least different. Anyway, I went to Disney, and we ran into a few fans. Not that many. We ran into a few. There was one that I wanted. There's only one exchange. First off, the fans I did run into were overwhelmingly amazing, right? There was a dude that we passed paths with, and he, oh, Wubby, oh, head to toe Wubby merch. He had the hat, the shirt, the sweater, and the joggers. And so that was really cool. That made me happy. But the one interaction that kind of made me go like, oh. We're in line, and there was this couple. And by the way, I'd say people who run into me in real life, there's a higher likelihood they watch the stream the next day, right? Because they want to see if they're the ones who get spoken about. I'm talking about you, okay? There was a couple behind us in line who we took the time to make fun of because they were doing the thing that happens to couples when they're in line where they just cannot control themselves. They basically have sex standing up. I don't know what happens to young people in line when they have to stand around, but it's just like, it's time to finger blast Princess Leia. I don't know what it is, but we all as a group are just like, oh, like look behind, there's someone getting it. PD, we horny? You're at Disney, motherfucker. How can you even be horny when there's a child within arm's reach of you? God forbid you love your partner. What are you okay, no. Okay, hold on. You are derailing this story because you guys have to be contrarian. Hold the fuck on. If you are in a crowded line at fucking Disneyland, I don't think that's the time to like 6-minute makeout grope sesh. I'm sorry. Why is anyone even defending this? You're falling for the bait? Yes, I am. And now, okay, so now this poor guy's getting dragged. Turns out, after making fun of this person privately, I get a 1,000-yard stare. This is how it always happens. 1,000-yard stare, and then look at the phone, and then look back up, and then he hits me with it. The makeout dude, he hits me. I'm so, I may be mistaken, but are you PaymoneyWubby? And I'm like, oh, I am, haha. And he goes, and here it is. There's the part I want to tell you about. He goes, dude, just yesterday, me and my friend were talking about the Hiroshima sweat guy. And the girl he was tongue deep in moments before, it looked like the wind was sucked out of her sails. She was like, and he's like, oh, bro, we were just talking about that. Oh, that shit was crazy. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, that's what you know? He's like, yeah, we love it. You know what he said? The dude in line? He goes, I wonder what he's doing now. I'm like, probably jerking off. Dude's living his best life. I'm jealous. At Disney, he was dressed as Anakin, making out with Leia. Oh, wait. Yep. Looking at pictures of dudes sweating into a bed. I'm out of the loop on Hiroshima sweat guy. You actually exist in such a perfect world right now. So much of this audience has been trauma welded by that. I know you want to be in the fold, in the know. And there's ways to do it. There's a lot of YouTube content on the Hiroshima sweat guy at this point, but I want you to know, don't do it. They were cosplaying incest at Disney. I don't know. They were one of the Star Wars. Who know? I don't know. But I do want to show you something. I bought one souvenir, chat. I bought one souvenir at Disney. I controlled myself. And I do believe that this souvenir, you guys will agree, was the right choice. Okay? I don't know when this happened. But, rather, you guys know we love Wilro Hood. I'm not going to go into everything about Wilro Hood. There's a whole summary on YouTube of my discovering of Wilro Hood, which, by the way, might be one of my favorite, like, little rabbit holes we went down. It was the Wilro Hood saga. When I think about it's one of the stories on stream that when I think about it, I laugh. Okay? But I don't know when Disney, if they and I'm late to it, I don't know when they became privy to the fact that everyone loves Wilro Hood, or there's this small group of fanatic people who are obsessed with this random black guy in the background of Star Wars running with an ice cream maker. But while walking the park, it caught my eye. I saw it sitting there, and I had to buy it. Ladies and gentlemen, official licensed Star Wars Disney brand Wilro Hood ice cream maker, aka credit storage secret. Right, dude. They sell it at Disneyland. What the fuck? How cool is that? I couldn't believe it. And I imagine 80-90% of the people that walk past this every day at Disneyland have no clue what it is. By the way, it's not in like a box that shows Wilro like doing something football. Not because he's holding it like he would a football. It shows Wilro playing basketball. No, like there's no. It's literally, boys. It's just this on a shelf like this. There's just a little tag that says credit whatever. And by the way, the whole shelf was full. Not a single you bought a garbage can? Uh-oh. We got a retard in chat. A garbage can. Really? So even if you want to say out of universe lore, this is at least an ice cream maker, okay? But if you want to play pretend and have fun, this contains something important enough that a black king, while getting invaded, needed to grab and sprint. Should we go down the Wilro Hood rabbit hole? I shouldn't. We have a schedule. I have to make dinner. We have things to do tonight. By the way, it's not just that. Ready? Okay. I purchased this not knowing anything else that it could do. I assumed it was going to simply be a display item. Okay, check this out. Ready? Watch this. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Twist. Ready? Oh! Wait, this one pops too, but it was on me. Okay, that one's not pop. Oh! Come on, dude! Like, listen, okay? This might be a special interest. By the way, I don't want to call anybody out. And I know, like I said, I have friends staying with me this week, and there's a chance they might be watching. By the way, chat, really tough to put this green screen suit on, knowing there might be mutuals in my living room. It really hits you. You know what I mean? It doesn't even matter. It's like, oh, this house, all these nice things. Like, this is what allows me to live that. I got to put the green screen suit on. Something about it. It's crazy that no matter how successful I am, the green screen suit is this great humbling experience. You know what I mean? They would do it too, bro. You say that. But then I'm like, I got to go stream. And they're like, yeah, put the suit on. And maybe they throw an F slur out. I'm like, but like, you're enjoying the couch. The couch is afforded by the green screen. They're like, go on, chop, chop. Go on. Get in the room, Gumby. They're it's like the Green Goblin mask. I'm not going to be specific, but one of the gentlemen in our party at Disneyland, he's a little autistic. And we all joke and we have fun here. And I know there's the stereotype that like autistic people in trains, it's a thing. Okay. This person was fucking obsessed with the monorail system and with there's a train that goes around Disney. And okay, everyone's saying T2. That's so crazy. But no, but I had I know them well enough to like really press them on it. And I was like, what is it about it that's so fun? Like, why is the monorail so cool? And you know what he said? He said, I'm not sure. I just look at it and I know it's cool. Real shit, dude. Inspiring. I don't see it, dude. That's how we see you, Wubby. Okay. Anyway, listen, I have my special interest too. I got my Wilro Hood ice cream maker and I'm thrilled. I've never been happier. Monorails are cool as fuck though. That's fine, man. You're not hurting anybody. Malcolm in the Middle, Dewey Star, who played Dewey, seen for the first time in 18 years. What is happening? Leave this man alone. It looks like this is fake, right? This is a joke. It looks like he's exiting a house. He also looks like Big Dewey. He just looks like Big Dewey. Yeah, leave him the fuck alone. Like, we haven't seen him in 18 years. That feels like it's by design. You know what I mean? He wasn't like, someone please, what, is there a camera? I want to show myself. I bet he was doing this intentionally, right? All right, so next I have a quick little story. As you guys know, I was building those who watch my Magic Monday at least, I was building a new commander deck. And I went to my local game store, which I love shopping at, and I will always buy from them if they have the cards in stock, not because I'm morally fucking awesome, but because I actually like my LGS. Don't shop in an LGS that's ass, by the way. Hold on, what is this in chat? Okay, I'll read it. I'll take the bait. What if one day you woke up and your nipples were completely gone, like no scars or nothing, just flat skin, and then once you leave your room, you found out your dad died last night, and then several days later, you found out that for your entire life, your dad has been sneaking into your room while you're sleeping and sucking on your chest to make two gigantic hickeys where your nipples, where they should be, because you were born without them, not for sexual reasons, but so you would fit in. Wow. Not that it's okay for me. Like, I'm sitting here, I'm a dude, and I'm going, that's not okay. I can imagine if I was sitting here, or you might be sitting there as a lady, there's something even more not okay. Do you know what I mean? I'm not okay with it. I'm being very clear. I'm not mincing words. I'm not okay with it. Something tells me I'd be even more not okay with it if I was a lady. It's not sexual. You're not convincing me of that. What? It's just medical, Wubby. You're not convincing me of that. W dad. Kalel, no. Chat, don't go down this rabbit hole. This is not a W dad moment. Well, do they look convincing though? It's ladies' night, Wubby. All right, ladies, what do you think? If dad sucked on your titties every single day while you were growing up to put fake nipples on, go ahead, say it now. There, I literally cut the fat out of that, and I asked the real question. Go ahead. Oh, now everyone has a problem with it because I told it to you straight, huh? Yeah, back to what I was saying. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, Ash is here. I think I'd kill myself. Yeah, see, that's Ash. We agree, by the way. Some of these people were saying W dad until I simply just asked the question more bluntly. All right, so anyway, I went to my... Stop distracting me with garbage. I went to my local game store. Guys, tonight's a fun night. Don't take this from me. You saw how I was dancing. I'm in a great mood. I still am. But these nipple questions, they're turning me on, and you guys, I gotta stay focused. We must stay focused, brothers. So I went to my local game store. I haven't been there in a minute. I haven't built a deck in a minute. I just haven't. And like I said, I don't support them because you should. I support them because they have good prices and the cards are there. Don't support a game store just because they're your game store. You know, hold them to a standard too. Yeah, I'll pay a little more. I get it. They're not going to beat Amazon. I understand that. I'll pay a little more. But I've been to a few where it's like Hose City, and I'm like, you're disgusting. Anyway, Brute Force Games, I love them. They're great. If you're in San Diego, check them out. I always shop there. I know all the people there now. I go in, and I see my other Dennis. There's a dude there named Dennis, and he calls me Other Dennis. I think that I should be the original. It's a little offensive that he goes, Other Dennis. I'm like, okay. Don't make me say it, but like, if anything. Yeah, no, other. Okay. I wear shirts on this stream. You see them. And a lot of you, there's a joke. There's two jokes that get repeated. One of them is same shirt. What's the other joke, chat, about my shirts? There's three. There's a lot of jokes, actually. I see Meatball. There it is. Inside Out. I'm already seeing it. Inside Out is the other meme. Meatball is another good one. That's one just for the brown shirts, right? But same shirt and Inside Out. It's been a meme on this stream for years now because I started wearing, and I can never say that.
Abercrombie and Fitch.
Abercrombie and Fitch. How do you get so popular with a name that difficult?
Abercrombie and Fitch.
I like wearing Abercrombie and Finch. Fuck! What? This is AIDS.
Abercrombie and Fitch.
Big AAF. I be wearing Abercrombie and Finch. And it's not expensive, by the way. They're quality. I love them. And I'm wearing one right now. And the shirts, unfortunately, there's a classic style of them. It's like classic laid back. I forget what it is. They're big, they're comfy, they're oversized. But the seams on them are like out. It's a style A&F. Just call them A&F. A&F. I like that. That's good. And I've been wearing them for a minute because I love them. They're like cheap. They last a long time. And they look good. They look good for big boys. They look good for small boys. They just look good. That's my endorsement. And ever since wearing them, chat has been going, your shirt's inside out. First, it was genuine. Your shirt's inside out. And then I was like, no, it's just the style. Since then, doesn't matter what I wear. Yeah, your shirt's inside out. It's a whole thing. They won't let it go. They won't let me die, right? So anyway, I'm at the store. I'm saying hi, picking up my magic cards. And one of the employees, who I also know, comes up to me and goes, oh, hi, Dennis, whatever. And we're just talking, I'm catching up with the other guy. And as I'm about to turn to leave, she taps on my shoulder and she goes, oh, Dennis, by the way, your shirt's inside out. And she says it very quietly, as if to like spare embarrassment. She says it like just between her, like, hey, by the way, your shirt's inside out. And I freeze. And I'm staring at her. And my initial reaction is go, okay, good one. But she's looking at me when I'm seeing her say this with like the most genuine, like, I'm trying to help you out. And I'm like, I started doing one of these, and she's like, oh, wait, oh, well, or maybe it's the design. And I go, and I'm like, are you being serious? And she's like, yeah, I just want to make sure you knew. And I turn around, and I'm like, no, the tag, it's not inside out. She goes, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I guess it's just the design. I don't know. And I was like, I stood there for a moment. I got to be real, by the way, chat. I can't wear these shirts anymore. Because it was, first off, she probably felt bad. I think she was embarrassed. But what I don't think she understands is that I was mortified because it just validates everybody else in chat. She's hiding in here. I asked if I could tell this story. She's like, yeah, it's fine. The meme IRL. It was so validating to everyone. And I'm like, no, it's a style. And I'm like word vomiting now. I'm like, no, it's a style of the shirt. It's a shirt I wear. And it's funny is like, it's on stream. Everyone's always been saying my shirt's inside out, but it's not inside out. It's like a meme on stream. She's like, oh, okay. Like, I just want to make sure you knew. It was a fucking long walk to the door. Hearing it in real life sucks. It's horrible. Hearing it in real life and then turning around and it not being like a big fan fucking with me. She's like, I wanted to make sure you knew. The whispered, in case you didn't know, fucked me. It hurt. Wear the shirt inside out, but when it's inside out, it looks very inside out. You know, we won, chat. We won. Yes, you. Congratulations, you fucking won, dude. Elmo, get bitched, Wubby. What is that? So unnecessarily mean. I'm nothing but respectful to this lovely lady. What are you talking about? I could have turned around and just decked her. You know, be like, yo, this is your fan interaction. Boom! Walk out with my inside out shirt. I wanted to share this on the way out. There is a sign. The sign is facing cars coming in. So you see the back side of the sign when you go out. And this sign, someone could probably compile it. This sign has been slowly sticker bombed more and more over the years. And I'd like to share where it's at now. First, somebody people keep trying to communicate with me via stickers on this sign. And every time I go, I update it. Here's where we're at. Dude, okay, here it is. Here's where we're at now. So this made me especially excited. So first off, there's another tan Wubby. It's just getting obscure. It's just the outline of a green man. There's like some very soft glasses drawn in. But it's getting, does it say C or sex? I don't know. First off, I respect that nobody's being dumb with it. Like, we're having fun. Because the second it gets dumb, here's how that's gonna go. And I never talk about it again, right? But it's funny. I'm having a good time with it. So we'll see. I guess we'll check back in on this the next time I go there. It's not often that I go there. So maybe once every couple months we'll get an update on it. This used to be a clean sign. And I think the first sticker on it was a Wubby sticker. And it got removed. Somebody like cleaned it off. But now your guys' absolute just degeneracy of constantly putting them back, they don't clean it anymore. They're like, yep, this is now a graffiti sign. That's the way it goes. There's just is vandalism just one big joke to you? Can I be honest with you? You are such a fucking narc. Holy shit, dude. You are what an absolute baby. Oh my God. I know you're joking though. And no, I mean, real, like true vandalism is fucked up. Like if you went up and fucking sprayed something on the outside of this business, I'm talking about it. Yeah, it's fucked up. But if you're gonna put a little sticker on the back of the sign, I don't give a fuck.